Oh, it's me. Hi guys, so we're looking at some classic Sideshow collectibles today, and we're kicking things off with Freddy Krueger from the Sideshow Collectibles line from New Line Cinema. It's the Freddy vs Jason, Freddy Krueger, and yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay, so we've got the standard box that the figure comes in, obviously, and with that there is a little bit of an issue in the fact that he's not burnt, and I don't understand why he's not burnt. So yeah, it's like prequel Freddy before burn, and I don't quite get why it's like that. So obviously you got on the back with this awful brown leather jacket, and yeah, 4 years have passed since Freddy Krueger was killed by his daughter. What? And Freddy is now trapped in hell. So I might have to review some of the history here, because 4 years have passed since Freddy Krueger was killed by his daughter. He was killed by his daughter, was he? I'm pretty sure he was killed by the townspeople, no? But, okay. Alright. And, yeah, obviously he depends on the dreams of people in Springwood in order to fuel the fire in his soul. And when the town tries to keep its existence hidden and teens from dreaming, Freddy is left powerless with no way out. As a last resort, he springs Jason Voorhees from his own personal hell and sends him to Elm Street to strike fear in the hearts of Springwood teens. But when Jason won't stop killing Freddy's children, Krueger decides it's time to take Voorhees out personally, and the long-anticipated battle begins. So I don't understand how he was killed by his daughter. I've seen Freddy vs Jason. I'm not sure how that happens, but there you go. You've got a Zibox. Opens up with this horrible little bit of Velcro, and then you've got the cast. So obviously a bit disappointed that you had Ken Kersinger as Jason, but he didn't do a terrible job. Freddy Krueger obviously is Robert Englund, famously, and yeah, the rest of the cast, which we're not interested in. Obviously that's where he was with his hat, his stand, and there does come this nice little book, which we'll check out now. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but it's meant to be a little book with the newspaper clippings, which is seen in the films. So you've got Springwood, Freddy Krueger set free. The writing's quite small. I mean, I can't even read it in real life, actually. So, but yeah, I mean, that's an interesting little tidbit, I guess, if you're going to do a diorama. But it's yeah. It is what it is, really, but yeah, it's kind of cool. And unfortunately, I will show you, but he was wearing this jacket, which is pretty god-awful, and I don't actually remember him wearing this jacket in the film. I'm going to have to rewatch it, obviously. Yeah, the jacket's pretty shit. I don't get why it's here. I mean, it's okay as a jacket if it was correct. If he was fucking Indiana Jones, then maybe I'd get it, but I don't really understand this jacket. I will put it on him so you can see how bad it looks, but this is terrible, and I don't pose him with this on it. So then we bring in the figure, who has fallen off the base. There we go. Okay, so you got Freddy. Unburnt Freddy. Now, straight away, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but I don't think the hat fits nicely on his head. So, I mean, I need to repaint his head because of, unfortunately, this has caused the paint on his head to come off slightly. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So the head sculpt's okay. But obviously we all know Freddy is burnt, so it's kind of odd that he's not here. Will I adjust the light slightly so you can see it a little bit better? Is that better? I think that's better. So he's not burnt, and the hat is causing some issues on his head. So yeah, that's a bit strange, really. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what they were thinking there, to be honest, but there you go. That's his head sculpt. Would have preferred him to be burnt, but he's not. The jumper looks super frayed around the neck. Again, that's not on the box, right? And yeah, I mean, that's rough. Really, really rough. But yeah, as I said, the hat doesn't really fit his head. That doesn't look right to me either, which is really odd. So overall, so far, without even going past the neck, I'm not that happy. Freddy's, you know, he's not one of the top slashers for me. The films are a little bit dated. I still enjoy them, but he's a bit campy, and yeah, he doesn't really have the same fear aspect for me that the others do. But yeah, so obviously we work our way down. He's wearing a sweater, which is, I believe it's actually meant to be more red and green. This is definitely red and brown, so that's a little bit weird. But it's still a good quality. The fraying's very cheaply looking done. Looks like someone's done this for their own Halloween costume. You get to the hand. Now obviously the fingers move, which is really nice. So you can pose him how you want. So yeah, that's quite cool. Happy with that. Fucking take it. Yeah. And the detail on the gloved hand is really nice. Make sure that you can see that. Yeah, so that's really cool. So that's a massive plus. The detailing on the glove. The trousers are pretty standard. I mean, he's ripped, which I don't think is correct either, but you're not going to see him topless, so it doesn't matter. And obviously he's got his, you know, his shoes are actually a good quality. Sideshow always smash it with the shoes. Always smashing it with the shoes. Always. Lace details really nice, and the trousers are accurate as well. But yeah, he's got the normal motions that you would expect. The double bend in the elbow, which is kind of needed really for this character. He didn't come with any additional hands, but obviously being a collector, as you guys will be with 1/6 figures, you get an abundance of hands. So yeah, all in all, I mean, he's Freddy Krueger. You can't really fuck that up. But there's still some issues that I think they've worked on for the later models, which they haven't quite fixed here. But the face sculpt is accurate. If you want the unburnt Freddy, I will probably get a burnt Freddy and probably then sell this guy. Just because the burnt Freddy's the iconic one. I might do some swap outs if, say, his jumper's not as good as this or whatever, but I might end up just building an ultimate Freddy, to be honest. But yeah, so I've got Freddy. Obviously, as you probably already know, I've got Michael Myers. And I've got Leatherface. I will look to get another Leatherface because he's probably my favourite. But I've got the classic one at the moment. The base that Freddy comes with is fairly basic. Prong stand, which is adjustable, obviously. So that's basic. And the bottom base is quite nice. It's, but again, basic. It's like a silhouette of Freddy versus Jason, as this is apparently which Freddy this is meant to be. I wonder if I've got this in upside down, actually, because it doesn't fit very well. Oh, that's better. I had it in upside down. It wasn't fitting very well. So yeah, so overall, from a distance, he looks correct, so you can't really fault that. And if you haven't posed a certain way, he looks really good. The detailing on the glove and the hat are quite good. It's the detailing on the head that I'm not too happy with. But there we go. And yeah, he looks fairly decent. But again, it's just them minute details. But he is an old Sideshow figure, so you've got to kind of have that in the back of your mind when we're doing these reviews. So yeah, he's got a bit of work to him that could make him really great. Obviously, I prefer the burnt version, which I will get eventually. But he was a steal on eBay, another one that I couldn't avoid. And yeah, it is what it is. He's old, he's dated, he's pretty good for the price I got him for, so I'm still happy, and he fits well into my horror collection. And yeah, that's really all there is to say. I'll show you what he looks like with the horrible leather jacket on before we go, and then I'll wrap this up for you. Okay, so there might be a Freddy fan out there that can explain this jacket to me. He looks like he's cosplaying as Indiana Jones, so I don't really get the jacket. I don't have him posed with it. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's the Freddy Krueger Sideshow Collectibles. It's the 2004 Freddy vs. Jason figure. So a bit dated now. They've made vast improvements on ones that have come after. But there you have it. And yeah, he features in my slasher collection. There will be more. I will get rid of some. And obviously, you know, he needs to be in there. He's one of the icons, but I will upgrade him and probably either give this figure away in one of our giveaways that we're looking to do once we get a few more subscribers, or just sell him, you know, sell him and fund the habit. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. I've got quite a few more figure reviews coming out. I do have Pennywise pre-ordered, so that'll be really cool when that comes. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Welcome to my world, bitch.